Ribbits. Ribbits. I am a frog, chat. I am. Yeah, my theme is so green because I've secretly just been a frog. I'm like the opposite of the frog prince. Do you want this frog in the background, chat? Do you want it in the background? I can change it to a different thing as well. We're actually properly doing an ASMR stream. It's actually happening. I'll be whispering the entire time. Whispering or talking in kind of a low voice. Quietly. Actually, chat, I'm tied into someone's basement. That's why I have to whisper. I'm trying to get out. I've been like digging with a fork, trying to get through the concrete. It's going to take me 30 years, but I'll do it. Do you need help? No. I'm stubborn, I can do it myself. A spoon would be easier. I think would it be? Maybe. What did he use with Shawshank Redemption? Did he use a fork or a spoon or a shank? Is it Tay's basement? No comment. Orpheus put a spell on me. Is it the frog? Did I make you a frog? What's he doing where he needs a spoon? I need to get the fuck out of here, chat. I need to get out. Okay, wait. We've got different. This is a Minecraft ASMR playlist. We can do something else. We can be, I don't know. Fireplace? Cave? What is this? Beach? Let's go to the beach, chat. Oh, isn't this nice? Try kicking the wall during an ASMR stream. I'm gonna blow everyone's ears out. Are you in the underworld looking for Eurydice? Eurydice. No. I'm heartbroken. How I'll never be able to find you or to see again. So I do what all heartbroken guys do. I went clubbing. I went clubbing and I went to the gym. 15 streams, let's go. With my fucking schedule, that's impressive. What's the basement layout? Oh, it's just concrete. And there's like a bucket. I don't know what he wants to do with a bucket. It's very scary. You went clubbing? I actually didn't. I don't know when the last time. I think, chat, I haven't gone clubbing in like a year. I've gone out. I've gone to bar. But I'm just like, oh, every single time I'm thinking about going clubbing, I'm like, I'd rather not. They need gym-themed club and club-themed gyms. Oh my god. There are so many different, like, nightlife ideas that I have. That I'm like, why does no one else do this? What happened to all, like, the old school jazz and piano bars? It's never around anymore. It's so annoying. Clubbing is what cavemen do when they pick up women. Chat, you can't make me laugh. You can't make me laugh. We're doing the ASMR stream. I gotta be really, really quiet. That would be so cool, yeah. I think they probably still have it in New York, right? Are you so old? Chat, it's... I'm so old, chat. As I lay dying here. Chat, who I'm gonna write in my will. 5 gifted subs and you get to be in my will. Chat, type poggers if you want to be in my will. Whoever types poggers first gets the sex toys. That's gotta be crazy. Wait, Chat, I have so many sex toys. Who do I give it to? Artemis? She doesn't know what to do with it. She got her snip snip. If you're old and I'm ancient, because I totally agree, jazz and piano clubs need to come back. Call it classy clubbing. I can't say that. Like, all in a row. Classy clubbing, classy clubbing, classy clubbing. That's hard. Hard when whispering. Give them to charity for adults. Oh, she's gotta be in the well. That's true, that's true. See, the thing is, I also really want like a cafe where they don't play music. I'm a non-music enjoyer when it comes to venues. Like, holy shit, they gotta stop with music in the gym, man. They gotta stop. Everyone's just wearing earbuds anyway. Is Artemis in here at the stream? Yeah. Quiet cafe, completely for reading, yeah. Because I can't go to cafes to read. Because if there's music in the background, I can't fucking do it. Is that why you played frog noises at the beginning of the stream? Ribbit. Ribbit. I didn't know the frog was there. I zoned it out. Yeah, I can't concentrate with music in the background. I wish I could, but like, even when I did like homework, I would do it in like complete silence. But the weird part is, I can zone out conversations. I can zone out like people talking. That's not a problem. I'd just be doing homework in class and I wouldn't care. But music really fucks me up. Yeah. How do I do triggers, chat? Like ASMR triggers? By the way, I did try and make the, what's it called? The 3DO. Tried to get it to work, but there were some hiccups, so we gotta do it with a regular mic. Is this a nice trigger? I can only listen to musical work, no in between. Exactly. I wish I could listen to music while I'm working. Just crowd sounds, exactly. Because I can't listen to podcasts because then I want to listen to what people are talking about. But I just zoned them out. I gotta get better at my ASMR. I gotta have a better setup. Do you enjoy? Actually, Chad, I am curious. Do you enjoy like ASMR, like actual ASMR, not like boyfriend ASMR, but you know, like no, like with the triggers and all of that kind of stuff? They use crowd sounds. I'm a poser. Holy shit! I love ASMR. Depends, yeah. What does it depend upon? What are like your the things you enjoy to hear when listening to ASMR? Yeah, don't they do that with like the crowd sounds thing with like stadiums that aren't entirely filmed? Mukbang, mukbang. I feel like mukbang is probably very divisive because some people just don't like the noise of, you know, people eating. Cutting soap bars, organizing stuff. I wonder how many soap bars the people who make that kind of content go through every month. Like, do they just order in bulk? Hello, I would like 1,000 soap bars, please. For what? Don't worry about it. I hate the ear feeling. I do like eating noises and slime and clickers. Maybe I do like ASMR slime. Huh? Really? Okay, I had like an idea. Oh, wait, that's actually kind of a good idea. Okay, chat. We are on Twitch, so I can't be too explicit. What about like J-O ASMR? Just pointing the mic directly at it. Like have some fucking reverb in the background. Wait, I'm a genius. These videos of people packing their products or merch. Dancing. You know what's crazy to me, chat? Like, people who make YouTube content of them renovating, like, a house, right? And they make a living off of it. Like, there are people that literally just have sponsorship deals as well for, like, a rent, because people want to see them renovate a house or, like, do construction on a house or whatever, right? I'm like, what do you do once you're done with the house? Like, what do you do? There's only one sound of eating that I want to hear. Do you want me to eat bulldog noodles on stream? I don't know what you're talking about. Sell it? Wait, that's actually such a great business strategy. Like the moment you're done with the house, you're like, who wants to live in a house? And then you just buy another house to renovate. Rent it out and make passive income. Build a dream house and sell it. Isn't that what, didn't it turn out that a lot of celebrities who were like on Architecture Digest or whatever, like the people, like the celebs showing off their houses, it wasn't even their houses really. They just bought it to show it off and then to sell it again. So a lot of the times people would just, like, they'd be showing it off and they wouldn't even know what they were like talking about. They'd just be like, yeah, this is the bathroom. It's so nice. Like apparently you can tell which ones actually live there and which one just don't. I don't know, man. Real estate is profitable. What can I say? Kidnap stray cats and give the house to theme. I'm gonna drink ASMR. Here it comes. It's actually very good. Chat. I thought it was so funny recently. So I've been in communication with the person doing the rigging of the model, right? And they showed off a little bit more of it. They've done like some really cool work. But there was one thing where it was like, for some reason, the face kind of looks like a mask. But I didn't know whether that was gonna get fixed later or something like that, right? And they were like, oh yeah, now I see it. And then they found what the issue was. But the way they found out was that they looked in the mirror trying to see how like the ears and the neck and the jawline connect, right? And they told me that's how they found out, and I was like, that's exactly how I found out as well. That's what I did to see why it didn't. It looked a little off to me as I went to the mirror, and I was like, where do my ears connect to my face? But Chad, it's looking really good. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking really good. I did send a preview of it to Ben, and Ben was like, Orphe, you gotta be careful, because this is how Ben sounds like off stream, by the way. Orphe, you gotta be really careful, because you might get banned if you use this outfit on Twitch. And I'm like, I know, that's why I got a second outfit. It might actually be too much for Twitch, because so it's basically like the one that's too much. You can see like nipples, right? Like male nips. But also it's literally just like a little bit of silk, and you can see like it's a little racy. It's a little racy. So I might only be able to use that for like content, like Twitch, Twitter content, or wherever else I decide to post that's not Twitch. I don't know though. You know how like with debuts, chat, they do like the whole reveal, right? And they start from the bottom and then they go up and up. Chat, feet enjoyers, if there are any in my chat, you're gonna be feasting. You're gonna be feasting. It's like fucking the models in sandals, right? So you can see the fucking feet. Like if I do that, the first thing you're gonna see is feet. I might actually like start not all the way in the bottom and then be like, do you want to see? Do you want to see the feet? Get the dogs out. Do you want to see the feet, chat? Do you want to see a little bit of the feet? Have you seen the feet before? I gotta say, if you've got a foot thing, this might be for you. Free feedbacks? Exactly. Wait, I can't make a screenshot if I'm full screen. No, wait, I can. If I go this way. Move it there. Okay, and then go here. Oh yeah. There we go. I'm just calling this feet. I'll just title my debut Best Feet in the Game. Best Feet on Twitch. Alright, are you ready to see the feet? Are you ready? It's a little bit low quality. I mean, you gotta be on it. Like the sandal work, like, damn, that's impressive. Love the sandals, bro. The fashion on this, holy fuck. The detail, 12 times the detail. What are those? Chad, we gotta bring back like ancient Greek fashion. We gotta bring it back. We gotta find a way to like implement that into modern fashion. Even Roman fashion as well. We really do, yeah. Only certain Roman fashion though, you know. I totally wish I could use sandals like that and look like I'm about to conquer Troy. You know what the issue for me is, chat? I'd be so afraid of hurting my Achilles heel, which is very apt, considering, you know, the whole ancient Greek thing. But when I go downstairs, chat, like walking downstairs, I'm always afraid and I'm gonna scrape my fucking Achilles heel. Oh my god, even talking about it, I'm like, ugh. I just want an excuse to wear armor, honestly. Yeah, bring back armor 2026. Roman and Greek fashion were way ahead of their time, like Asian countries as well. Like, we really, I don't know. I don't want to say we devolved in fashion, but I do think that, like, we gotta bring back a little bit more of the frills. You know what? We gotta start somewhere. Bring back like the Victorian like shirts that have like frills on them. You can still get it, but it's not really seen as something, you know, you can wear every day. I really want that back. I think that looks super good. But no, we're the H&M Uniqlo generation. Sadly, although Uniqlo has some good stuff. I've got a decent pair of pants from Uniqlo. Fast fashion, slow fashion. I've really been trying to save up money every month to buy like a good piece, but I've been saving so much money for like other stuff. I haven't been able to do it, sadly. I'm such a fucking money saver, chat. It's actually ridiculous. I am not someone who is frivolous with money. I'm someone who I'm like, save everything for a rainy day. I do have an awesome chair, yeah. But the thing is, that's a business expense, right? I should be actually like spending more money on the business because business expenses are very good for me. At least you have a chair. Do you not have a chair? I'm trying to get rid of the old chair. I've actually been trying to get it, like, I'm not even selling it. I'm just fucking putting it up for free. Chair can be business expense. Everything that has to do with a business is a business expense. So, like, the singing lessons, they were a business expense. Because I'm going to be doing, like, karaoke on stream, right? The only thing I don't put up as a business expense, even though I probably should, is some of the games that I play on stream. I don't know why. I just feel like they'll be like, eyebrow raising. Like, why are you putting Minecraft up as a business expense? As well as sex toys. I don't think I've ever put sex toys up as a business expense, even though I should. You definitely should, yeah. But the thing is, like, I don't know why. I'm just like paranoid that they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I've actually had it once, chat, where I had to talk to some people from, like, the tax bureau, explaining what I do. And, like, the eyebrow raises that I got, it made me never want to talk about it again. Because they were just like, ha ha ha. I guess there's a fucking job for everything, huh? And I'm like, yeah. What do you say? I mean, I didn't go into explicit detail. I didn't say anything about like it being, sex work. But I did say that it was like an ASMR boyfriend thing. And they were so flabbergasted. They were like, what? Huh? But chat, that's nothing compared. I don't think I've ever told this story before. Chat, do you want to know the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me? So, like, during my move, right? Like, I moved, like, all my stuff, and I had to register, like, all my items that I was going to do, like, take to the new country. And I was on the phone, right? And they were like, what is this? And I had to explain to them what all my sex toys were. And they were so fucking, like, they weren't mean about it. They were just like, oh, so, like, what does that do? And I was like, no, God, get me out of this fucking hell. And they, like, this person, right? They were genuinely so curious, but they were like, I don't know. They just seemed very, very not up to date with what, like, anything in terms of, like, sex toys. So they were just like, oh, really? So how does this work? And I'm like, oh, God. Give some man a sponsor. I actually did get a sponsor from Love Ends once. Immediately looked for them on Amazon after you left. They took notes, yeah. Pandora's Box. That's a great name for a sex toy. Wait. Oh, chat. I'm setting something up. So some of the keen observers, might have noticed that Hi, what's up, Queen of Nerds? I took off all the toys on Throne because they don't allow, I think they've changed it, they don't allow that anymore. But there is a new service that does allow it. So I might have to make like an NSFW, like, I think it's called like UPay. I might be putting up toys on there, an NSFW throne, more like a throne that allows a lot more stuff, like NSFW stuff as well. They advertise as a throne for content creators, for like NSFW content creators. What's up, Starlight? How are you doing? Check my fan art. What? In the Discord channel? Or on my tag? Let me see. Latest. Ooh, one thing though, I don't want to put you on spot, but if I'm pretty sure this is AI, right? I don't allow art or AI generated content. How are you today? Have you eaten proper food and hydrated with water today? I gotta hydrate more. Chad, I've been holy fucking shit, this apartment, it gets so fucking warm. Chad. You don't understand. it's also like, this is like where I'm currently at, the warmest spot in the apartment. It's fucking crazy. Like, even opening the window. You know what? Maybe I should open the window all the way. You paid someone? You might want to question the person that you paid, because I did check it before, and I did have to run it through like a AI like generator. You might want to talk to them, because you might actually I don't want to say, but you might have gotten scammed. I'm so sorry. Nice job on the Oreo salsa clip. Thank you, thank you. I put so much fucking effort into that clip. That took like 8 hours, but most of that was because like I keep forgetting how to do captions. Like I legitimately like keep forgetting every time I make a clip how to do caption the way that the way that I do. It's so fucking difficult. I'm doing something wrong, because the animation does not work. I love spring. Me too. Me too. Spring is my favorite season. Do you hear that outside? Little chibi Orpheus is adorable. I hope we see more of them. Yeah, I am using the chibi stuff for the clips now. But you will get access to them after the debut. What is that? I think it's like an ambulance. Or no, actually, you know what that is? That's like a car that's going off. It is getting pretty cloudy though. Maybe there's a storm coming. It's not a car that's backing up? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not able to see outside very well. Wait, Chad, when there's like rain, can you hear it? Like on my stream. Nope. That's actually kind of good. Rain on my side, yeah. Nice, nice. That means like the noise suppressor that I use actually kind of goated. Actually kind of good. I'm also using like a reverb now, right? I can change the different reverbs if you want, but I feel like this one's really nice. April showers bring May flowers. That's a good one. Actually, don't know that saying. Oh, what's up, Abby? How are you doing? Nice when you kind of whisper or talk with us. It's a little bit different from my, my talking super fast, like rambly stuff. I do think that is it more difficult to whisper talk? Yes, it is. Whisper talking actually it wears out the voice more than screaming, I think. Like you really gotta use your diaphragm to not like fuck with your voice. This is why a lot of the times, especially with like audios where the characters are talking more quietly, like at the end of it, it's like running a marathon, especially if you also do like moans and stuff. It's very challenging. Well, not challenging, it's more so tiring. Ooh, chat. You're getting a banger of an audio this week. I don't know if I can release it this week, but definitely the next audio. I got like an idea where I'm like, how the fuck did I never think of this before? Like sometimes I'll be like, I'm running out of audio ideas, and then I get one where I'm like, how did I never think of this? This is banging. The title being Finding Out Your Best Friend is the VA You've Been Listening to. I've never done that before, right? I don't think I've done that. Sometimes I'm worried that I'll have an idea and then I'll be like, wait, I've done this audio before. Sort of. Did I do it with a roommate? But I think it was your roommate is a VA, but like this one, the hook is that you don't know, right? I don't know, man. That's how you know you've been doing a lot of audios when you're like, have I done this before? Just label it revisit. It's fine, it's fine. Besides, this is gonna be with, new mic, probably. Lots of new stuff. Sounds good. I've like the what I'm doing. Oh my god, chat. So I have a file, right? In my I use Obsidian for like note taking, and I have a file called audio ideas. There are 10,000 words in there. I really wonder how many audio ideas I've put in there. Ooh, this is a good one. Swan Lake self collab, Black Swan and White Swan at the opera or at the ballet. Why did I never do that one? That's an old one as well. Car mechanic could be fun. Whole dissertation. Wasn't there like an anime like that? Like a magical girl swan, like ballet anime? I think I've even seen it. What's it called? It's an old one. Mechanic, yes. The hell was that? That was in the fucking record, like in the Minecraft ASMR. Was that a villager? Chat. I am so on the Pink Pantheress train, you don't even know. I did not realize how fucking good Pink Pantheress is. I've been like repeat listening to the like the newest album. Not the one with the collabs, but with like the solo one. Holy shit. Like scratches like a specific part. I'm going to her concert. She's so good. Yeah, I really want to go as well. I'm so jealous. It's sad that I can only get 70% of what you guys are talking about. My English is not good, but I tried. But that's good though, that's good. I use, to learn the new language, I use a lot of content creators, even though I don't really understand a lot of it. That's how you learn, that's how you learn. I gotta drink water. I actually put the water bottle like behind me so I don't slam it down on the desk. Princess Tutu, you're right. It was called Princess Tutu. Favorite Pink Panther song? Probably Stateside. Pink Panther song cover when I can be your American. Ha ha ha. There's also the song, I don't remember what it's called, but it's got a quick step beat, which is very good. Nice to Know You is the song. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good, I'm doing good. What's up, Habu? For some reason, I said Habu because how are you also had the H in it, so I just combined it in my head, non chronologically. How are you doing? It's been such a stressful week, though. Like, a lot of IRL stuff. Chat. Should I tell you about what's happening with the D&D character? Do you want an update? So, for the people who don't know, I'm currently in a D&D like campaign. And my character is a super tall Don Quixote-esque character, like a human who thinks that he is a gnome because he got adopted by gnomes, right? And fully believes, right, that he's a gnome, and whenever people tell him he's a human, he just like blanks out, right? But he's also like he's a rogue mastermind, like of the mastermind class. So like in combat he's alright, but like outside of combat he's like very, very good at like deception and performance. Performance is his high stat. And now I've done it where like at like shops I've bought a bunch of outfits and they're like disguises for him. And they're all like different, like the same character, all think they're gnomes, right? But like, him pretending to be like a nobleman or like a beggar or a priest or a pirate. And now I've made things really hard for myself because now I gotta do like 4 different voices depending on like who my character disguises himself as. But it's really fun. And they all, like, it's not like they're like, oh, he's like, oh, I'm disguising myself as a human noble. No, they also all think they're gnomes. It's very fun. It's very fun. But the group that I'm playing with, they're very, very, they're not, what do you call it? They're not power gamers. They're not like stat people, right? It sounds like a lot of fun, yeah. I really eventually do want to DM. I want to dominate. I want to be a dungeon master. They're chill, yeah, they're chill. I really want to run a Blades in the Dark campaign. It's like a dream. Blades in the Dark is like a Victorian Bloodborne style thief RPG. So you like have a group of thieves or assassins or whatever, and you do jobs and stuff like that. But the really fun part about it is that when you go into a heist, there's like a mechanic where you can kind of Ocean's 11 it, where if your character's in trouble, you can be like, I'm using one of my points to describe how I actually prepared for it, like non-chronologically. So if like you get ambushed by guards, you can be like, I'm using one of my points, and actually my character bought off those guards, so they're going to drag me away, but then they'll let me go because I already paid them off. It's such a fun mechanic. The only thing I'd be so bad, like with like GMing though, is I'm so bad with rules. I'm so bad with remembering rules as well. Like I'll read the rules and I'll just skim over them and I'll be like, oh, cool lore. I'll just not remember any of the rules. That's why I make notes. I'm also very bad with taking notes. Chad, I like in university I did take notes, but like, oh my god, oh my god. Like I can't take notes and listen. So a lot of times I'd be making the notes and then suddenly I'd listen and I'm like, wait, they're already on a different topic. No. Most DMing is just riffing random shit that makes fake sense. Tap the notes on the thing that shields you from the players. Exactly. Mr. DM, I don't think that's. By the way, I will make them call me Mr. DM. Mr. DM, I don't think that's how it works. I'll be like, actually, I am the game master. Give me a small bit of power and I'll be fucking power tripping. I am the game master, don't question me. You fucking dare question my decisions. I cannot fucking believe it. Mr. DM, sorry. Like, give me a fucking Daenerys type name. Mr. DM, breaker of chains. Fucking dragonborn, whatever the fuck. Dracarys. Mr. DM, sir, my mother is sick. Too bad you don't get to leave the fucking table. If you leave the table, your character dies. Your Majesty, Mr. DM, sir, what the hell's going on with Twitch chat? What? Is this what happens when I do ASMR? Suddenly you're all nice to me. I gotta do ASMR more often. I do feel like with the reverb, I can kind of go into like a villain voice. Look at you, so pathetic. You really thought you could beat me. Get down on your knees and beg for your life. Stuff like that. I don't know what Strahd says from Curse of Strahd. Does he have any dialogue? Wait. SpongeBob. You've laughed your last Krabby Patty laugh. I've had it with you. Come here. Come into my house. Look at the pineapple that I got you. Spread those cheeks, SpongeBob. It's time. As soon as the monologuing started, it was over. That's like a mean DM who's gonna bully the players. Actually, I think I'd be the opposite of a mean DM. Like, I'd be a mean DM in terms of things happening, but I think I'd be way too, like, I'd fold immediately if they were like, come on, that roll counted, right? I'd be like, sure. Is that a goat? I really want a Krabby Patty. How do you make a Krabby Patty? Krabby Patty recipe. Ooh, ASMR Krabby Patty recipe. Here we go. From Delish. DM audio manifesting. Step 1. Make the burger patties. Heat a grill pan or saute pan over medium heat. As it heats, combine ground beef, Old Bay, pepper, and salt. Form into 4 equally sized patties, about 1/3 of a pound apiece. Set on a platter next to the stovetop. Cook the warm grilled pan with cooking spray and place patties on the pan, cooking each side about 4 to 5 minutes, or until cooked through to your desired doneness. I tried sounding like, the Google Translate, like at 1.5 speed. Step 2. Use a large star-shaped cookie cutter. What the fuck? To cut each seeded cheese slice into a star shape. Place a star-shaped cheese on each burger patty in the last 30 seconds or so of cooking, so it melts a little. Set burger patties aside. Step 3. King Neptune's Poseidon powder aioli, stir mayo, and Old Bay until thoroughly combined. Okay, alright. Motherfucker, a star-shaped cookie cutter? I don't have that. 2 stars. The pickles go underneath the cheese because the cheese in the blanket is in the blanket on top of the pickles. 1 star. Great tasting burger. Thanks for the recipe. What the fuck's wrong with you? You cooking? You cooking? I've actually never had Old Bay seasoning, chat. I've never had it. I can't find it anywhere. What's the secret ingredient? Oh god, the microphone got in my eye. You just made me really hungry. I've actually been so good with cooking for myself, I've not been ordering for a bit now. Have you, chat? I've got a question. Have you ever used, like, those services that, like, make pre-cooked meals for you or, like, prep meals for you? Like, a lot of the shit that, like, YouTubers, like, YouTube sponsors do, right? Have you ever done that? What's my specialty? Probably pasta. I'm really good at making pasta and curries as well. I've tried to, but no, like Factor. I don't know what, let me see. Yeah, like Factor, like HelloFresh, Factor, that kind of stuff. I've actually made a really good garden tomato pasta recently. I feel like it's less expensive to just cook it myself. I can portion it too. Yeah, that's kind of how I think about it as well. I've not tried it, but I've heard good things from Factor. Let me check out Factor. It's not like I'm able to do it because I'm not in the States. But I am interested in what they have. Yeah, this looks very healthy. They have salmon? I'd be so sketched out. HelloFresh is okay, but once the offer is up, I don't think it's worth the price. Did you hear, chat? YouTube Premium is going to $21 a month. $21 a month, chat. Yeah. Bro. That's fucking crazy. $21 a month to not get ads. What the fuck? You don't even get exclusive content. Not like my Patreon, which at $12.50 a month, I'm not doing it. Damn, even YouTube getting the inflation treatment. I wonder if it's because the dollar is going down. That might actually be it. The plug. Actually, chat, here's the thing, right? I do, like, so the way Patreon works, right? With the US dollar going down, I am making less money, right? However, if you're subscribed to the Patreon, if I'd ever decide to do like a little price increase, and it would probably be in like cents, not even dollars, as long as you stay subscribed, your price stays the same. So you probably don't even need to worry about a little price increase, which is honestly kind of fair from Patreon. Did he skip the commercial by himself? Skip. I use YouTube Premium, so of course I skipped it. On the other hand, chat, know what the fun thing is for people outside of the States? Because the dollar is going down, my Patreon actually gets cheaper for you. Ooh, it does. It actually gets cheaper. That's fun. Better deal, better deal. Better meals. I think I've only paid for one Patreon ever. And it was for like a book, like podcast Patreon, which was honestly kind of fun. But like they have book clubs and stuff like that. I don't regret that, but then I was like, still working on how you pay in China. Things work differently here. Super mad with it. Huh? Wait. Is it? Don't they have like completely different payment systems? Chat, I saw the most insane thing. So, do you know that guy that like, his whole gimmick is that he's like this billionaire trying to live forever, right? He's like a billionaire that's doing all these kinds of tests on himself. Like he's like living like quote unquote the healthiest lifestyle that you can do. Like his entire thing is that, right? I saw a tweet from him. It might genuinely be the most unhinged tweet. So I think he's got a girlfriend now or something. Should I read it in ASMR? Okay, here we go. Just gave Kate oral sex. Good night, everyone. This is her vaginal microbiome report. 100 out of 100 score. Top 1% of all vaginas. Her sample is dominated by the single most protective bacterial species a vagina can host, Lactobacillus crispatus. Only about 25 to 30% of reproductive age women globally are L. crispatus dominant, and dominant usually means above 50%. Kate is at 98.7%. This lab found nothing bad to report. This is linked to lower risk of blah, blah, blah. A vaginal microbiome is downstream of everything: sleep, glucose control, stress, gut health, sexual health, immune function, what you eat, and what you put in it. He got it all from tasting. No, they did fucking tests on this girl's vagina, man. Like yeah, it's there's an image attached to it. Your results score 100 out of 100. I'm giving major egg. I mean, they're both into it, which is like, I guess that's cool, but I've never. Is he allowed to post that? I mean, with her consent, yeah. Like, she's in the comments literally being like, yeah, whatever. But, that's crazy. I've never. Like, that might be the most, like, unhinged thing I've seen in, like, a year. And I do fucking, I do this for. wait. Billionaire boyfriend audio. Damn, girl. Your fucking vagina has 100 out of 100 vaginal microbiome report. Can't wait for your smoker's voice arc. I don't smoke though, but I do I do ASMR, so maybe I just get smoker's voice from doing ASMR. Hey Chad, what's going on? Get deeper like you smoke 100 cartons a day. Hey, Chad, what's going on? Anyone got a cig? Help. You sound like you just woke up. Hi, Chad, what's going on? It's me, Course Hormone. It's really him. I'm not trying to, talk all slick and stuff. Don't worry about it. Hold up, let me bass boost my voice like to such a degree that you can literally feel it on your desk. That's not deeper, that's how we sound in the emergency. Fuck me like you hate me, get you love me, blah blah. Thinking as I found these fucking days. And looking better. Just the other night I was playing with this barrette. Hey Chad, bring flowers and stuffed animals. I'm not making fun of people who have like deep voices like that, by the way. I'm making fun of people who, here's the thing, Chad, like, I do have vocal fry, right? But I have like very natural vocal fry. I feel like a lot of guys, they just really think that if they like lower their larynx a little bit and do a vocal fry, that it's how like that's how you get the deep voice, man. Like no, you're just fucking up your voice. Rip vocal cords, it fucks up your vocal cords so much. There's a reason why like a lot of the guys who sound like that, like naturally. It's because they have, like some of them, they have like GERDs, right? Like acid reflux or something. And it's so fucking painful. Like I really feel bad. Rizura, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I can't sound too excited because I'm doing ASMR, so I gotta control myself. Whoa, Raiders. Whoa, Kenny. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Bog raid. How was your stream? Ray, how was your stream? Did you have fun? Hi, Orpheus. Hi. Hi. It's my favorite botanist VTuber. What did you do on stream, Ray? What did you play? Or just chatting or whatever? Minecraft? It was really fun. I gotta get back into Minecraft. Maybe I should invite you to my server. Like, I don't know if I've made like an offline server. I'm so bad at Minecraft, Ray. I'm so fucking bad at it. Like, I don't know how people do it. So, I'm on my 2 weeks phase. Wahoo. I'm trying to protect and create like this villager utopia by putting them all in like a basement and protecting them from the outside world. And like, I don't know, it's not going very good. Zora murdered the friendly spiders? No. Wait, do you want me to say Ri or do you want me to say Zora? Zora reminds me of Zutara. Remember, Katara X Zuko? Slander? No. Tira speaks the truth. Both are fine in the mind. Great. What if I say Rizu? Rizu that's actually kind of satisfying to say. He murdered innocent spiders and sheep. What do you have against anything that produces like silk or oh god, we're underwater. What do you have against anything that produces like things you can wear? What's your beef? So fireplace. I was just trying to survive. That's what they all say. Can't believe it. By But really, if you feel like relaxing or, absolutely understandable. But if you feel like hanging out, it would be really cool as well. Speaking of beef, he also made a breeding cage. What? A breeding cage for cows. Yeah. What? Was there a cat there? A breeding cage for cows? You can do that? Chad, I've never, I've only have maybe 10 collective hours in Minecraft. I get it. Wait, I was trying to do that actually. I was trying to do that last time I played. You're trying to get that beef? Well, Ray, here's the thing. If you've got beef, I'm a vegetarian and I'm not fucking scared of you. I'm not actually a vegetarian. If he says he's got beef, that I'm a vegetarian and I'm a tree? Okay, 303. No, he said he was a tree, not 303. God, I'm so fucking funny. Tell me I'm funny, chat. Tell me I'm fucking funny. Tell me I'm funny right now. Ah, fuck, in my eye again. I'm gonna stop before Zero gets beef with me. Who wants beef with me, chat? Are we beefing? Are we beefing? You're fucking funny. Thank you, thank you. Is this a tongue twister? Go further and even more decided to use. You can really be as far as decided twice as much as the what the fuck in your eye again. What's the worst thing you've ever gotten in your eye, chat? There is, okay, so there's someone in my family that I still kind of fucking hate because they put fucking sand in my eye when I was 6 years old. Motherfucker. Hate him. Hate him. You're hilarious, damn sir. No, don't make this a cult. I was only talking about wanting to do in D&D. Don't make me a cult. Shampoo. Oh, shampoo is fucking painful. And it happens so often. No, rose thorn. Rosebud. A rose thorn? That fucking sucks. Oh my god. Mushroom? A mushroom? Yeah. A fucking mushroom? That doesn't seem. Wait, was it was it with the dirt still on it? Alkaline burnness in my eyes? That's the worst thing I've ever gotten in my eye. A tongue? Who was licking your fucking eye? Like from a pizza, from a pizza. Eye licking? Wait, aren't people into that? Chat, have you ever watched the British version of Utopia? They came out on Channel 4. If you have, then you'll know why I'm bringing it up. Since we're talking about eye stuff. That's probably one of the most uncomfortable fucking things I've ever seen on screen. What was it? It's a little bit dark, but basically an interrogation where they have different stuff that they rub into a guy's eye, and it goes from sand to chilies to really bad stuff. And then they use a spoon. It's not good, chat. It's not good. I'm not going into too much detail. It's a great show though. It's a really good show. It's got great lighting as well. The lighting of that show, it's so colorful. It's really cool. It ended on a cliffhanger though, because it got cancelled. And then they made a remake in America and it was just so much worse. They hold him Clockwork Orange style. I think they did, yeah. That also fucks me up, the Clockwork Orange scene. You know what movie I want to watch, but I'm like too afraid because it'll make me too sad? I really want to watch After Sun. I've heard such good things about After Sun. Sounds like Black Mirror somehow, like those hard to watch but still very good episodes. I think, I don't remember what his name is, the one who made Black Mirror. Charlie something. I think it was inspired by Utopia. A bit. You know, actually, you know, I was thinking who plays in that show. You know the redhead, like the redhead wildling in Game of Thrones. I think she's in one of the episodes. Or are we in a separate sensory deprivation tank? Should I turn down the reverb a little bit? Is it too much? Or should I put it up more? More reverb. Fucking more reverb. More reverb. So much reverb, I can start a fucking shoegaze band. Do you have any movie recommendations for me, Chad? Like any new ones? I've actually been like watching more movies and less shows. Shows are such a commitment. And then like you have to wait 2 years for them to come out. What genre? Marty Supreme? I've already seen Marty Supreme. It was very good. Although I liked the previous one from the director more with God, what was it called? Uncut Gems. How new? Like 2024 to 2026. After Sun is like a slow and quiet one, but yes, it's a sad one. Ooh, you know what I want to watch? I want to watch the drama. I want to watch the drama really badly with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. I've heard good things about it, but I want to be like go in completely without knowing what it's about. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Ooh, that one as well. That one looks good as well. Last Fast and Furious movie was a fun watch. Isn't Fast and Furious like completely like they haven't even jumped the shark? They're just like in space at this point. Like not literally, but they've blown. They've really just gone fully absurd. They look so good together. Zendaya and Tom Holland though. Those two look like they're really having fun together. So with a lot of like celebrities, I think about because it does happen, right? Where it's like studios literally tell people to pretend to date. They did not have that shit. Like they genuinely seemed like they're fucking madly in love. But to be like honestly, Tom Holland, he seems like such a chill guy. I did not know that like there's a YouTube chef, or just in general a chef, but he also makes YouTube videos. And I don't know what his name is, but he's his fucking brother. And I watched that guy, and I didn't know that he was his brother. Iron Claw was good. Wait, they're in space as well, but it can jump into Megalodon. It's so fun watching theaters if you turn your brain off. I've never watched Tokyo Drift. I really want to watch Tokyo Drift. Dun 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 dun. Jailbreak the Tesla. Chad, I gotta piss. I gotta piss. Pissing ASMR stream, here we go. I'll be right back. Hi, chats. Hello. Yeah, there's a fireplace in the back. I'm also chewing on a throat candy. So if you hear that, it's just part of the ASMR experience. Do you not like the fireplace, chat? Do you want something else? Relaxing cherry? Oh, this is kind of fun. So for the people who want a Autumnissy update, I feel bad for her because the doctor said for like 8 weeks she is not allowed to have any toys because she might be biting on them. So she's just been finding things that could be toys, and it breaks my heart. She managed to get into a fucking like a what's it called, tagliatelle, like plastic bag, and tear off all like a lot of like the dried tagliatelle. And she's been playing with that, so there's just fucking dried tagliatelle around the apartment, and I have to find it and throw it away. I feel really bad for her, but she can't have toys. She might fuck up her braces. It's really sad. She's still running around though. Yeah, I feel bad for her, but I don't think she, like, the thing is, she's gotten so good at like running and jumping, so that's what she's doing a lot now. She managed to get on top of the closet, chat. She managed to get on top of the fucking closet. Like, I think at this point she legitimately she can jump around 1.5 meters on top. Yeah, it's crazy. I had to actually block off one closet with like books, because if she jumps on top of that, she can get on like the curtain rails, and basically like I don't trust that. That's like very sketchy. Yo, what This is so cool. Chat. Does she like lasers? I from what I remember, lasers aren't all that good for pets or for cats because they can get like I don't know if this is true. I thought they can literally get depressed because of it because they're hunting something and they constantly think they've got it and then it goes away. So it like affects a pet or something. Give her extra pets. I do. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember that, and I haven't really like bought a laser pointer. Chad, look at this. Look at this. Yo, what? I want this so bad. Tarot cards from like the cyberpunk. That's so cool. I love that. These are so nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so cool. I might get that. You never showed the other ones? Oh, the other tarot cards? Have I not? I have 3 right now. I have the demonic tarot cards. I have the I guess quote unquote basic tarot card that I said. I also bought another one. That's like hold up. It's like a cat tarot card deck. With like different cats and stuff, which is very fun. They've got so many. The cat one sounds cute, yeah. Supernatural tarot card deck from the Supernatural show, that's kind of fun. I want to buy one like that for a friend who is a cat parent too. Ooh. Honestly, tarot cards are kind of a fun one as a gift. I would be very happy with like a tarot card deck gift. To me, a lot of the times, like if you want to be like safe, book tarot cards. Like TTRPG, even if I don't play them, like a TTRPG book for some reason, collecting them, I really enjoy. I've seen people doing tarot readings for each other, which is kind of cool. I still gotta figure out how to do like a stream tarot reading. I've got to check out people who do that. You know what other idea I've had for like an ASMR stream chat? It's like doing a Greek mythology reading, ASMR. Like maybe Metamorphosis or something. Or maybe mythology is a good one, actually. A little bit more modern. By Edith Hamilton. I think I can literally wait. Is there an online? Yes, there is an online PDF. I mean, I can do it with the one that I have, but like online is also a little bit more convenient. Let me see. I guess these are short ones. We can have a Bacchus one. The annoying thing about this book is that they interchange the names. So like Dionysus becomes Bacchus or something like that. Then the Latin names of the gods are used because it's because it's Ovid. It's so annoying. Let me read one for you, chat. Here comes a myth. Bacchus and Philemon. Ovid is the only source for this story. It shows especially well his love of details and the skillful way he uses them to make a fairy tale seem realistic. The Latin names of the gods are used. Boo, boo. In the Phrygian hill country, there were once two trees, which all the peasants, near and far, pointed out as a great marvel. And no wonder, for one was an oak and the other a linden, yet they grew from a single trunk. The story of how this came about is a proof of the immeasurable power of the gods, and also of the way they reward the humble and the pious. Sometimes, when Jupiter was tired of eating ambrosia and drinking nectar up in Olympus, and even a little wary of listening to Apollo's lyre and watching the Graces dance, he would come down to the earth, disguise himself as a mortal, and go looking for adventures. His favorite companion of these tours was Mercury, the most entertaining of all the gods, shrewdest, and the most resourceful. On this particular trip, Jupiter had determined to find out how hospitable the people of Phrygia were. Hospitality was, of course, very important to him, since all guests, all who seek shelter in a strange land, were under his special protection. The two gods, accordingly, took on the appearance of two poor wayfarers and wandered through the land. Knocking at each lowly hut or great house they came to, and asking for food and a place to rest. Not one would admit them. Every time they were dismissed insolently and the door barred against them, they made trial of hundreds, all treated the same. At last they came upon a little hovel of the humblest sort, poorer than any they had yet found, with a roof made only of reeds. But here, when they knocked, the door was opened. A wide and cheerful voice bade them enter. They had to stoop to pass through the low entrance, but once inside they found themselves in a snug and very clean room, where a kindly-faced old man and woman welcomed them in the friendliest fashion and bustled about to make them comfortable. The old man set a bench near a fire and told them to stretch out on it and rest their tired limbs, and the old woman threw a soft covering over it. Her name was Bacchus. Oh wait, it's not Dionysus. Ooh. She told the strangers, and her husband was named Philemon. They had lived in that cottage all their married life and had always been happy. "We are poor folk," she said, "but poverty isn't so bad when you're willing to own up to it, and a contented spirit is a great help too." All the while she was talking, she was busy doing other things for them. The coals under the ashes on the dark hearth she fanned to the life until a cheerful fire was burning. Over this, she hung a little kettle full of water, and just as it began to boil, her husband came in with a fine cabbage he had got from the garden. In the kettle it went, with a piece of the pork which was hanging from one of the beams. While this cooked, Bacchus set the table with the trembling old hands. One table leg was too short, but she propped it up with a bit of broken dish. On the board, she placed olives and radishes and several eggs, which she had roasted in the ashes. By this time, the cabbage and bacon were done, and the old man pushed two rickety couches up to the table and bade his guests recline and eat. Presently, he bought them cups of beechwood and earthenware mixing bowls, which held some wine very like vinegar, plentiful diluted water. Philemon, however, was clearly proud and happy at being able to add such cheer to the supper, and he kept on the watch to refill each cup as soon as it was emptied. The two old folks were so pleased and excited by the success of their hospitality that only were very slowly a strange thing dawned upon them. The mixing bowl kept full. No matter how many cups were poured out from it, the level of the wine stayed the same up to the brim. As they saw this wonder, each looked in terror at each other, and dropping their eyes, they prayed silently. Gotta get some water. Then, in quavering voices and trembling all over, they begged their guests to pardon the poor refreshments they had offered. "We have a goose game," the old man said, "which we ought to give your lordships. But if you will only wait, it shall be done at once." To catch the goose, however, proved beyond their power. They tried in vain until they were worn out, while Jupiter and Mercury watched them greatly entertained. But when both Philemon and Bacchus had to give up the chase panting and exhausted, the gods felt that the time had come for them to take action. They were really very kind. "You have been hosts to gods," they said, "and you shall have your reward. This wicked country, which despises the poor strangers, will be bitterly punished, but not you." They then escorted the two strangers out to the hut and told them to look around. To their amazement, all they saw was water. The whole countryside had disappeared. A great lake surrounded them. Their neighbors had not been good to the old couple. Nevertheless, standing, they were there, they wept for them. But of a sudden, their tears were dried by an overwhelming wonder. Before their eyes, the tiny lowly hut, which had been their home for so long, was turned into a stately pillared temple of whitest marble with a golden roof. "Good people," Jupiter said, "ask whatever you want, and you shall have your wish." The old people exchanged a hurried whisper, then Philemon spoke. "Let us be your priests, guarding this temple for you, and oh, since we have lived so long together, let neither of us have ever lived to live alone. Grant that we may die together." The gods assented, well pleased with the two. A long time they served in that grand building, and the story does not say whether they ever missed their little cozy room with its cheerful hearth. But one day, standing before the marble in golden magnificence, they fell to talking about their former life, which had been so hard and yet so happy. By now they were in extremely old age. Suddenly, as they exchanged memories, each saw the other putting forth leaves. Dim bark was growing around them. They had only time to cry, "Farewell, dear companion." As the words passed their lips, they became trees, but still they were together. The linden and the oak grew from one trunk. From far and wide, people came to admire the wonder, and always wreaths of flower hung on the branches in honor of the pious and faithful pair. That was a very comfortable one. That was a very comfortable myth. What? I love stories with that are about age and aging. Stuff like that always gets me. I like how Zeus's test involves him eating all of the poor couple's food and killing all of their friends. Classic Zeus. Classic Zeus. They're like, "Yo, I know we can bestow this great gift to them, but hey, let them chase a goose for a little bit." Classic Zeus. To be fair, not the worst thing Zeus has ever done. Are there any myths where Zeus is legitimately just kind of a nice person? I feel like he always should. There's always the underlying, like, what the fuck are you doing, Zeus? The rest of it was cute, yeah. Who's like the nicest god? I feel like it's Athena, right? I feel like Athena is probably the nicest. Even though she did like have that whole like spinning web competition that Arachne won, and then she got so pissed that she turned her into a spider. But you know, the bar is pretty fucking low for Greek gods. Wait, those are seagulls? Yeah, they're from the Minecraft ASMR. Are they? They might also be seagulls. Maybe, actually, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell where it comes from. It might have been the seagulls outside. I actually love waking up with like bird noises. My dad fucking hates it. I do feel like Hades is one of the best. Hades is nice, but he did kidnap Persephone, right? But I feel like Hades just beyond that, he kind of just chills, right? He just stays down there and he's just chill, I guess. Hestia? Athena. Yeah, Hestia. But Hestia isn't like after Dionysus. Hestia didn't become part of the of the god. You know, she relinquished her godhood. Ares is pretty underrated. I feel like the gods just kind of make fun of Ares for some reason. They just make fun of the guy. I think the. Oh no! Wait! Hestia. Hestia. I always confuse Hestia with Wait, no, yeah, no, Hestia, Hestia and Hera, I always confuse, but yeah, I was thinking of the right one. Yeah, Hestia is very nice as well. I think the meanest god out of all of them, let me think. Maybe Zeus? Maybe, I always think Venus. For some reason, Venus is easier in my head, the Latin name. Aphrodite, yeah, Aphrodite. I mean, entire wars I've fought because of Aphrodite. Poseidon is just kind of like, I think in terms of if we want to have a scale, Poseidon's like in the middle. He fucking hated, just fucking hated, God, what the fuck is his name? Odysseus? He fucking hated Odysseus, holy shit. Never ended their beef. Hated him so much. Death to Kronos. Who's like the meanest like Norse god? It's gotta be. I don't know that much about Norse mythology, to be honest. It's gotta be what's his fucking name? It starts with an O. It's the main guy. Loki? Yeah, Loki. I guess Loki is more of a wild card, right? Because in some myths he's like nice, and then some he isn't. Odin? Odin, yeah, Odin might be it. Loki's super funny. He's low-key very funny, yeah. You know, it's like probably one of like the worst insults you can give someone that's like basic. It's like telling someone like you're not very funny, are you? Like, holy shit, that would devastate me. You're not all that funny. Like, holy fuck. You're the funniest? Well, not relating to me, of course, Chad. But like, imagine, like, oh, if anyone ever said that to me, that would be just rent free in my fucking head. You're the funniest. Who's the funniest streamer you're watching, Chad? If you're watching any other streamers, who do you think is the funniest besides me, of course? You're funny. Now let me out of the table, please. No, you stay in the table. Let me think. I think like, you know, this really is just a Northern Line simp stream. So I do think Northern Line might be the funniest. I wish I was as quick witted as Northern Line. He's like so fucking funny. Let me think. Never watch others? That makes you the funniest? Oh, stop it. Actually, Tay is very funny. I think Tay is incredibly funny. I sometimes lurk in his streams. Don't tell him I said that. Also, actually, Traven is also very funny. I forgot his name, but this one streamer does band giveaways where he spins a wheel and the viewer it lands on gets a 1 week ban. Oh. Damn, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Ricky as well, actually. Ricky VTuber. He's very funny. Very engaging. Chat, there's like I'm afraid. You know what's kind of popular right now with like VTubers? Moo Clover, yes, I've never been able to tune into the stream because they're on completely opposite like hours from me, but their clips are very good. You know what's like very fun, like trendy with VTubers right now, is playing GTA roleplay. So I'm scared of ever trying that, not because of like pressure or something, but I feel like I like literally no life myself. I'd literally get so sunk in with it. GTA roleplay is a thing again. I feel like it's not really that much of a thing outside of VTubers, but I think with VTubers it's now becoming very popular. I've seen so many VTubers play it. Because it used to be very, very popular during COVID, right? But it kind of just stopped. But now a lot of VTubers are playing it. It does suck you in, yeah. Like I've seen stories of people who like got so sucked in and then like they started like abandoning like any responsibilities, right? And I do have a little like if I get my teeth into something or sink my teeth into something, a lot of the times I just man, it can hook me in too much. So maybe it's not something I should dabble in, you know, because it seems like something I would really enjoy doing. It used to be big on YouTube, yeah. Like what was it called? No Pixel, right? Used to be so popular. And people got so into it as well. People got so into it. Like there were literally lawsuits about like who gets to own a server or some shit. It was crazy. I think like I don't know. I'm really trying to think of like Twitch hypes, right? Like things that weren't just like trends, they like everyone was fucking paying attention to it, right? I feel like GTA roleplay was one thing. Twitch plays Pokemon was another one. Yo, Twitch plays Pokemon. That was actually crazy because like I remember literally people like talking about it IRL. Do you sometimes get this thing, Chad? Where like there are like things you say on the internet, right? You'll just see it on the internet, you'll be like, okay. But then someone says it like IRL and you're like, oh god. That being said, I think like there's less of that now because everything's like blending together. I think like fucking 6-7. I think if someone does that IRL now, that people won't like, especially kids, like people don't even fucking pay attention to it anymore. Wait, chat. ASMR 6-7. 6-7. 6-7. Anyone over the age of 16 doing a 6-7 IRL as a statement? I've seen it happen, chat. But it's always ironic, but then it becomes non-ironic. That's usually how it happens, right? You start off like if something is like really obnoxious, it's only okay if you're 6-7 years old. True, true. Like you start out doing something like ironically, and then like over time, you just fucking hypnotize yourself into actually just doing it unironically. Honestly, that's me saying chat in my everyday vocabulary. I literally so many times. I've had it where I've almost said to someone chat IRL. It's so bad. It's so bad. That's how I know you're streaming though. That's how you know. That's how I know you're getting into it. Oh no, chat, chat, chat. What do you think, chat, chat? Oh, you know what I have been actually watching, chat? I've been watching, and I wasn't planning on it. I've been watching Euphoria season 3. I feel like I know it's a controversial show. It's still entertaining to me. I don't think it's good, but it's still entertaining. But it's been so long. I do wonder if I watch it back to back again because like season 1 came out so long ago. I don't even remember most of like what happened, right? I wonder if I'd enjoy it less if I watch season 2 and or if I watch season 1, 2 and 3 back to back. But like it is entertaining. It's just this fucking train wreck, man. It's just a fucking train wreck. But it's like a good train wreck. It's like it's not like the fucking the Idol where it's just like mid. Like it's bad, but it's entertaining bad. It's just clip farming for shock value. There are some things that like piss me off, but other things where I'm like, this is legitimately just kind of funny. Like the ending of episode 3, I thought was really fucking funny. but it is very noticeable how like the actors that a couldn't come back, right? Like the actor who played Fez, rest in peace, and I think the actress who played Kat, I think that was handled a little bit poorly. I was Get Here So Late. Did you play something today? I didn't play anything. We've just been doing ASMR. Why was there such a large break? I think there was such a large break because like a lot of the actors, especially you know, Zendaya, Jacob Elordi, like they're fucking massive, right? So trying to schedule them, oh my god. Like I think that's just a fucking nightmare. They're in everything, yeah. And that's not to say that the other actors aren't, you know, aren't also doing really good. But like those two really blew up. One thing that I did, like, I don't know if it's like, if that was the best way to handle that. The guy who I don't remember the name of the disease, but the guy who was in ER, right? The guy who played Jacob's or Jacob Elordi's dad. Like he died recently, right? He got the disease that like essentially paralyzes you, and in the show, they like pass him off as like drunk the entire time. I don't know. I felt a little bit weird about that. I'm like, do you know? I mean, the actor agreed to it, but it's still like, I don't know if that's the best way of handling that. But he must have gotten a big ass fucking paycheck from it, at least. Like, I think Euphoria pays out like crazy. The actress that played Faye got caught shoplifting? I don't even know who Faye is anymore. Who the fuck is Faye? Oh, her. Oh, but she's still in season 3 though. Can't remember if those actors were big before or got more action after Euphoria. I think Zendaya was on the up already. But I think Jacob Elordi, I think, really started with Euphoria. I think he was in maybe like 1 or 2 movies before that. But I think him playing Nate really put him on the map. Because when did Zendaya start out? Was it Spider-Man? Disney. Oh, she was in a Disney show. Oh, okay. There's, bro, the fucking Disney to just massive exploding like career like pipeline goes so fucking crazy. Like, holy shit! So many people were like in Disney shows, and I don't. For some reason, I'm blanking on a lot of the names, but like, you know, that girl from iCarly that wrote like that book. I think it was called like "I'm Glad My Mom Died" or something. That like really Miley Cyrus, fucking Miley Cyrus, yeah. Fucking what was Sabrina Carpenter Disney or Olivia Rodrigo? Jenna McCurdy, yeah. They're all Disney, yeah. iCarly was Nick. I'm trying to think of like guys who were in Disney that like popped off afterwards. I don't think there's a. Wait, Jake and Logan Paul were Disney? They were Disney. You're right, you're right. Damn, what a shame. That's a shame, man. Honestly surprised Disney slash Nick had such a big presence outside of the US, to be honest. No, we had Disney and Nickelodeon. We had more Nickelodeon though. I think Nickelodeon was probably the channel that I watched the most as a kid. Malcolm in the Middle was so fucking good. I gotta rewatch Malcolm in the Middle. I think that might be like my favorite, like, it's not a sitcom, but like comedy show. I think it's either that or Scrubs. Were you a SpongeBob kid? Everyone was a SpongeBob kid. Everyone was. If you didn't like SpongeBob, what? Like, there were some shows where I'm like, if you didn't like it, yeah, fair enough. Who the fuck doesn't like SpongeBob? Like, okay, you didn't like Pinky and the Brain, I get it. SpongeBob? What the hell? Didn't care for SpongeBob growing up? It was so funny. It was so funny though. Tom and Jerry? Tom and Jerry is also good. Tom and Jerry is like fucking perfect slapstick. Animaniacs? Animaniacs was good. Although it's not something I actively watched. Like, if it was on, I'd watch it, but I wouldn't be like, oh shit, new Animaniacs episode. But I wasn't Avatar The Last Airbender kid. Fucking loved Avatar. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls was like, I only watched the first episode. But I think I kind of want to watch, like, I've heard really good things about it. I also, well, Korra was alright. I actually liked Korra more than a lot of people do, but I don't think it's as good as Avatar The Last Airbender. TikTok is filled with adult Zuko. That movie, like that movie, like the new Avatar movie, the animation looks fucking insane, man. I feel like Avatar has got to be like the most mishandled IP of all time. Like, people are craving for Avatar, right? And for some reason, studios are just like, oh, fuck it, we'll keep this Avatar movie on streaming services, and then it gets fucking leaked. It's like, bro, people love Avatar The Last Airbender. Why aren't you doing anything with it besides like comics? And they're like, oh, the fucking live action one isn't doing all that good. Yeah, maybe, you know. I feel like some things don't even need to be live action. They don't need to be. They really don't. I think I already talked about it, but like making Mistborn and Stormlight Archive live action, why? It would go so hard animated. Or like 3D animated. I don't get it. Death Note live action? Oh my god. But like, which one though? Because I've watched the Japanese live action. It's actually good. The Japanese live action one is actually good. The American live action is rough. Although, like, I did like one thing about it, how they handled like Ryuk was really cool by having him always be kind of off in the background. Is so like, if they ever try and attempt it again, they should stick with that. One, I've heard good things about One Piece live action, which I'm very surprised by. It almost seems like that shouldn't be the case. I'm trying to think of live action adaptations that turned out to be really good. From like animated series. Ooh, like Pokemon, right? Pokemon what was it called? That one Pokemon show with the guy who's in I don't remember. They're in fucking I saw the TV glow. I don't remember. Detective Pikachu, yes. One Piece live action is good compared to the original because a single event doesn't stretch across 4 episodes for no reason. I see, I see. The only thing I'm worried about is like there's so much content. How are you going to adapt all of it? I feel like you just gotta accept that you can't. Like you can't adapt all of it. Parasite, really? I did watch Parasite, but I've never watched the live action. Good night, chat. Good night, good night. Wait, let me check my reverb. Let's turn it down a little bit, actually. I feel like it's a little bit too. Maybe I can. Yeah, I should do this. Wait, I gotta EQ it so that it doesn't sound like super bassy. There we go. That's probably better. There we go. There we go. Milan live action? Is that good? I've actually never seen Milan. There's so many Disney movies that I've never fucking seen. It's pretty bad. You know what I also have never seen? I've never seen Hamilton. Never seen it. But like, I think, I don't know, I'm not much for musicals. Disney movie night, man. After debut, we do a lot more movie nights, I think. We gotta do more movie nights. Lost all sense in the whole meaning. Milan? I see, I see. Hamilton infected my high school theater kids like a plague. They're like, at least it was a good musical. How long? Isn't it like 8 hours long or some shit? I kind of want to watch Hades Town. Hades Town looks kind of fun. We built the wall to keep us free. It's coming to theaters, is it? Like cinema? Oh. No, wait, are you thinking of Epic the Musical? Because Epic the Musical is getting turned into a movie. Like an animated one, I think. No, Hades Town? Oh. Damn. The Greek mythology trend is going crazy. I'm happy about it though. I almost feel like I gotta start learning Greek, you know, to make sure I'm not a fucking poser. Every time someone asks me in chat, like, are you Greek? I'm like, no. I'm a fucking poser, man. I'm a fucking poser. But Greek is supposed to be so hard to learn. That being said, I have been to Greece. Greece is very beautiful. Fucking love Greece. If you've chat, if I can make one recommendation, like if you're in Greece, like the fucking food there, man. Like you would think, okay, it's just a fucking tomato. Nah, man, nah. Fucking Greek vegetables are supercharged. They're fucking supercharged. They do not, like literally Greece ruined vegetables for me for a little bit. They literally ruined vegetables for me because they taste so fucking good there. Like it's the freshest you'll ever have. Like it's so good. Also, Greek wine, kinda underrated. The beaches in Mykonos. Yes, yes. I don't want to say where specifically I've been in Greece, but like literally pick any fucking like go to one of the islands. Like pick any island and you'll just be like, damn, I never want to leave. Probably my it's either Greece or Czech. That's my favorite destinations. I fucking love Prague. Prague is so fucking nice. Although, Chad, I am thinking maybe in like next year, I'm thinking of going to Hungary. I've always wanted to go to Budapest, and I feel a lot fucking more at ease of going now. So I really want to go there. What's like, chat, for the people in the States, what's like the best place to visit? What's like, if you could only recommend like one state, which state would you recommend? You should share some more vacation stuff. I usually share vacation stuff a few months afterwards. Because like just for safety purposes, like it's never a good thing to share while you're there. That can get you in trouble. Bali? What? Indonesia? Is there a place in the state in America that's called Bali? I only know Indonesia. Probably California. They say it doesn't have the best anything, but the second best of everything. Ooh, hot take, hot take. Really depends on what sort of stuff you'd want to see. You should see Cali at least once. I want to go to Cali just literally for the fucking fast food that you have. Second best Disney beaches, food, etc., but all in one state. I feel like I'd be. I don't know. I do think Seattle is something I would want to visit. Seattle looks really fun. West Coast is expensive. Is East Coast cheaper? San Fran is nice. I thought all the tech bros kind of fucked it up. That being said, I've literally never been to America, so most of the things that I'm hearing are probably, not entirely accurate. If I had to recommend like one European like city to go to, or like country, it's probably Greece. I would really recommend Greece. Honestly though, Germany underrated. Come to Germany. And wait until you know who is out of office. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm not fucking going while. I hope so. I really do hope that it changes. Chad, I will say, my voice is getting a little tired. It's getting tired. The ASMR tires out the voice. I'm thinking of calling it here. However, I will be there with a regular just chatting, early one on Saturday. So please join. Please, please, you have to join. Please. Oh God, my eye. What are we gonna raid? What are we gonna raid? Let's see. Ooh. This feature is very cool. They have a whole aesthetic. Alright. We're gonna raid Dewey EXE. They've got a Windows 90 type vibe. It's very cool. God, I gotta go in here. Hold up. There we go. Alright, chat. See you on Saturday, 2 p.m. CEST, or whatever it is. Just look at the schedule. Just look at the schedule. You can do it. See ya. Mwah.